So here is the update for the Select Board meeting that happened on Wednesday, October 16th. Our chair, Steve Mitchell, was out doing his annual ride in Austin for Live Strong. So thanks for going out and doing that, Steve, and we look forward to having you back at our next meeting. We had a fairly light agenda, a couple of appointments and a couple of hearings. We kicked off the meeting with a request for an entertainment license for Dolce de Leche. They are in the Telecron building. They've actually been there for 2 years as their bakery and as where they make the foods for their location in Framingham. They now have a retail spot in that same building. We have some footage of an upcoming ribbon cutting. Stop by, they offer lunch, they offer great soups and sandwiches, and with a little bit of discussion, an entertainment license was approved for Dolce de Leche in the Telecron building. We then moved on to a request for a Class 2 license by Lou's Garage. They are over on Nickerson Road. He currently does auto repairs, and he's just adding a few cars to be able to sell as part of his business, and that was approved. We got an update from the Council on Aging on some of the programs that they're doing. Also, they have 2 open positions. They meet the first Thursday of the month at 10 o'clock, typically at the community center / senior center. They let us know that you do not have to be a senior to be on the Council on Aging. You just have to have some time and energy and willingness to help support the seniors in our community. And a little bit of information. We probably have more seniors in our community than we do school students. So people 65 and over, we're going to see more of that as those numbers increase. We then had an update from the Community Preservation Committee. A thank you to Aaron Ladd and Joseph Rubitone, who are the co-chairs. They also have an open position for them. So the Community Preservation Committee, they manage and approve grants through our CPC program, CPC Community Preservation Committee. There's that extra payment that we do here in Ashland that goes into that fund. It has allowed us to buy things like the Warren Woods, the Valentine Estate. It has improved some of our fields and also some historic houses and things here in Ashland. So if you have an interest in either community preservation or just helping out, they are looking for someone to help to be part of their committee. We then had an update from Open Space and Recreation. The big project they have been working on is their Open Space and Recreation Plan. They have to do that every 5 years. Roberta Suleman presented to us and let us know the projects that they've been working on. One of the most visible projects you might see that they've been working on is the River Walk and the new bridge over Mill Pond Park. It is almost done. The deckings were laid. We saw some great pictures about how that happened. The railings are just about up, so pretty soon that will be open to the community. We will probably be doing a ribbon cutting for that in the spring once Mill Pond Park is also cleaned up and improved and made more ADA compliant. Our last update was from our Sustainability Committee. Matt Marshquest, the chair, presented some of the programs that our Sustainability Committee is working on. They also would like to make sure that they're involved and have some input into both the public safety building and any potential new school building or updated school building. They will be presenting a net zero article at this fall town meeting, the special town meeting on November 20th. You can find more information on that at their website, on their site, and also as the articles become available for special town meeting. I want to thank all of them for coming forward. It's always great to be able to share what some of the wonderful committees are doing here in Ashland. From the update of those committees, we did an update on our public safety building. The wetland delineation has happened for the property, and again, if you're not familiar, most people are, that will be going in at the intersection of Union and East Union, that gray gravelly area at the light leading up to the high school. And the Space and Engineering is moving forward on that. We had an update on the Riverwalk project. Again, construction is almost done, and there's been discussion about what safety lighting can be put on the bridge so that if people decide to walk there as it's getting dusk, they do not trip. We then had an update on the downtown project. Infrastructure work will most likely be happening in 2020. We're getting rough plans from Eversource for the undergrounding of the utilities. We'll be working with them and we'll be working with some contractors to make that happen. We then had an update on the Rail Transit District. UGC presented to our seniors at the Senior Center. They offered a lunch and just talked about what their plans are. Nothing has moved further on that. We are hoping to hear more. They're also going to the planning board soon with their project. The Warren District, the barn is going to be coming down sometime this week. We thought it might be on Monday, October 21st, but that did not happen. So if you're driving by the Warren Conference Center, know that we're aware of it. There is going to be a reconstruction done of that barn to historical standards. We approved a consent agenda. We had no real update from Eversource. It has been discussed. One of the members would like us to do a more technical review of the project, so that'll be discussed at a future select board meeting. We had an update on the National Citizen Survey. We had about 846 people of the 2,700 who got initial postcards. If you received a postcard in the mail to do the survey, you might have gotten a couple of reminders. If you've already done the survey, thank you for doing that. If you haven't, please take the few minutes it would take to fill out the survey so we can get your feedback. And then if you did not get a postcard, know that it is being opened up to everybody to take the survey, and that link is available through the ashlandmass.com website. We had an update on the 3-year seat for the Metropolitan Planning Organization. This is a seat that is being looked at for the Metro West region as part of MAPC. Elections for that are done on a regional basis, and that happening in November. And so we're hoping to bring favorable news back to the Board of Selectmen or the Select Board in the middle of November. We did vote to close and post the warrant for the special town meeting. We had an update on EEE, the Halloween parade on October 25th that starts from the Mendez, not from the Mendez, it ends at the Mendez. It starts across from the library. As of right now, that will be happening at night, but on Wednesday, October 30th, Town Hall is always open late on a Wednesday night. Our employees are getting in the act, and they will be dressing up, and they will be offering trick-or-treating hours in Town Hall for you and your children. So if you want to have them get their costumes on a little bit early, try them out and stop by at Town Hall for some fun trick-or-treating and events. And then our last bit of work that we did was a letter in support of the vaping ban. It is going out under the name of the Select Board and our Board of Health to support Governor Baker in his ban of vaping. We got some interesting news and information that the percentage of students that have said that they have vaped in the last 30 days has increased considerably through the Decisions at Every Turn survey that was done 2 years ago. And the very last thing we heard from the town manager was the update on the MWRA connection. Reminder, this connection is only going to be used for emergencies. It's not going to be on all the time. It will not always be affecting our water and our water quality. It'll be getting a contract through Southborough. Once that's signed, it'll be 270 days. So we're figuring probably about June of 2020 that permanent connection will be in place, but it will not always be turned on. If you have any questions or would like to see further discussion that took place during the meeting, please feel free to watch the full meeting or go to that section, or also reach out to any of us on the Select Board or the Town Manager's Office with questions. And that wrapped up the meeting of the October 16th Select Board meeting, and the next one is scheduled for November 6th.